Oh, hey! Welcome back, students, for day 2 of our first 20 days of guided reading. I am Mrs. Gill, and I am one of the reading teachers this school year. Today, let's begin by talking about independent reading. Independent reading is when you choose a text and read all by yourself, not with anyone else. By text, I don't mean a text message. I mean any type of book or magazine or article or anything that you can read. I hope when you choose to read by yourself and not with anyone else that you're still using your reader voice like we talked about yesterday with Mrs. Yacht when she read The Dot. I love independently reading books on my front porch. It is covered and I live in the country, so it's very peaceful there where I can hear the crickets chirping and the wind blowing softly through the trees. Right now, I'm enjoying reading some parenting books since we're foster and adoptive parents who have 3 young children. Right now, I read for helpful information in my free time. Sometimes throughout the day, I read interesting news articles that I find on Pinterest or on today.com that often pop up on my phone while I'm eating breakfast or lunch at the kitchen table. Other times, I enjoy reading to our children at bedtime, all together on the couch downstairs, snuggled up, or in their rooms when they choose a book off their bookshelf and ask me to read with them. Kind of like Skippy John Jones' class action that I was reading at the beginning of this video. Where do you keep your books at home? Where do you independently read in your home? I want you to think about where do you go to grab a good book in your home? Are your books stored in your bedroom, in a basket, or on your desk? Maybe your books are on a family bookshelf. Some of us may choose books from our Kindles or our iPads to read. Some of us may go to the public library each week to choose new books. I love this idea, by the way. It's such an inexpensive way to try out so many different kinds of books. Maybe you check out books or read online at great websites such as storyjumper.com or storynori.com or storylineonline.net. I recommend all of those sites. Now, let's think about where a good spot is in your home to independently read. Maybe it's in a cozy desk chair like I was reading in at the beginning of this video. Or maybe it's in your bed in your bedroom. Or maybe it's on your front porch like me too. I think it's important to find a place where you don't feel too distracted by playing video games or watching your favorite TV show. It is important to find a place you love where there are not a lot of interruptions or loud noises. It is important that you take time to independently read each day. So start thinking about where you're planning to find your text and where you're going to read your text. Now, let's think about how do readers choose books? What is your favorite book? Does a book even come to your mind? What book are you reading now? What genre or category is it? How did you end up choosing that book? I want to challenge you to find a favorite book if you do not already have one. These are some of our favorite books in our house right now. My daughter loves playing with baby dolls and has a younger brother, so she loves reading The New Baby. My son loves cars, trains, and trucks right now and enjoys finding images, so he loves the Cars Look and Find book. My youngest son, the baby in our family, loves the little blue truck because he can make the beep 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 sound and name the noises that the animals make. Everyone in our house loves the book Chicka Chicka Boom Boom in our house because my husband raps and sings the entire book out loud to everyone, so it's just plain fun. There are so many different ways that we choose books. Let's read some of the ways we choose books. Sometimes we look at the front cover, the inside jacket, or the back cover. Sometimes we know the characters from other books, like Big Nate or Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Sometimes we've already read another book in the series. Maybe the title was interesting. Maybe the illustrations are intriguing. Maybe we already know that author and we like it. Book recommendation. Maybe your teacher or your friend recommended the book. Sometimes we choose books that are movies because we like the movies. Sometimes we pick a genre that we like science fiction or historical fiction. Other times, we might try the beginning or the middle to see if we like how it sounds. Maybe your parents have a must-read shelf in your home full of important books that were important to them when they were little, or books that they read. Maybe it's a new or popular book that you just found at the bookstore or at the library. Or you've heard a part of it read aloud. Or you're just rereading an old favorite. We choose books for lots of different. There are some specific ways we preview the text. So once you find a book that you really think you're interested in, so whenever I'm ready to read a new book, I like to take some time to choose my next book carefully. Now that we've talked about the many ways we choose books, let's talk about once you have chosen the book. Now what? Last night, I was trying to decide what book to read next, and I noticed that I have some very specific things that I do when I'm previewing a book. One of the things I do is read the title, and this gets my reader voice going and thinking about whether or not I'd be interested in reading the book. Today, I want you to think about the ways you choose and preview books. Go ahead and try previewing a new book from the library or from your home today. See if it helps you get your reader voice ready to read. Let's preview the book The Baby Boss, The Boss Baby, together. First, I look at the front cover. I see a baby dressed up in a tie. This seems to be his baby monitor, his bottle, and his rattle. He's got a pretty unusual look on his face. Let's preview the back. It says, "Is there a boss baby in your life?" And I am a mom to an 18-month-old, and I have a boss baby in my life, so I am very interested in reading this book. It says to check out the beginning. Sometimes you can even find some helpful information on the inside flaps. Starring the boss baby as himself by Marla Frazee. From the moment the baby arrived, it was obvious that he was the boss. I know to preview I should check out the middle too. He conducted meetings, lots and lots and lots of meetings. This book seems really funny. I can also really relate to this, especially these parents here trying to make that boss baby or baby boss happy. This seems like a book I would be interested in. It seems like it's fiction or not real, but fake. It also seems like I can really, really relate and get a good laugh out of this. I think this would be a great book for me to independently read all by myself using my reader voice. Thank you guys for joining us on this journey to becoming better readers and thinkers this year. Tomorrow, Miss Morley will share some great tips about how to make a good book choice for you. Happy reading, third graders!